The men drink to women and their bosoms because they're that kind of mercenary band, apparently. Valdemar, encourage him. Oh yes, a mighty piece of encouragement there. Ulfred, can you also encourage him? Maybe if you step forward and then take the shot. Ah yes, Ulfred, encouraging him until he is dead from it. So much encouragement that the goblin simply couldn't take the sheer level of encouragingness that he was experiencing, and drop dead, as he is wont to do. Everyone else, I think you can just sort of charge forward. There's only 4 goblins. I'm sure we can take them. And basically, if we don't charge these guys down, then we're not going to be able to engage them, because goblins are cowardly foes, and they will stay at range and plink away at us if we're not careful. So just everyone getting close. Oh, Torleaf just took a bit of a blow there. I think that goblin threw something at him, possibly hitting him in the head. His unprotected flowing locks, which he simply refuses to cover up. I know I should give him a hat. I should force him to, but he just won't accept it. What can I say? More encouragement there from Ulfra. Valdemar, can you encourage this goblin skirmisher one last time? Alas, he cannot. He remains unencouraged at this point in time. Erland of Schmore, close in. Hans the creature, close in. Everybody close on the goblins. They shall not last long. Torleaf, one last piece of encouragement here. Come on now. It was a miss. Come on now. And another miss. Torleaf, honestly, I mean, your words of encouragement are not sufficient. What about Kurt? Obviously, his words are insufficient too. Otto, the octopi, let's try a different form of encouragement here. Move up. Split that shield in 2 with your words of encouragement. Yes! It was a good hit, and actually I think his shield has been well and truly split asunder. Herman, can you follow up with a bash? He dodged your bash. Alas, Herman. But your bash was to no avail. But never mind. I'm sure you'll get another chance. Jonas wielding the legendary axe of Arnold. Although, at this range, perhaps it would be better to quick hands out. Look at the skills, look at the skills. To the throwing axes, step up. Can we get range to shoot? To throw? I should say we can. 15% chance. Stick it to him, Jonas. It was a miss. It was quite a bad miss. But you know what? You will get better over time, Jonas. Fear not. Radolf, I guess you might as well come down here to help out Erland of Schmore in case he needs it. Erhard, I don't think you really need it around here. Why don't you just chase down that goblin archer and try and put some pressure on him? The goblins skirmishing back, look, fleeing to high ground. They are wily foes, but that one was not wily. That one was foolish, and he shall pay for his foolishness. Torleaf, just move up to try and get range on those guys. Ulfra, reload, and can you shoot this guy? Go on. You missed. You missed! It matters not. Erland of Schmore, can you kill this goblin ambusher with one mighty blow? You can! That was truly one mighty impaling right there. You can't, unfortunately, step onto his corpse, so just kind of move up a little bit. Hans, what have we got left? That guy's dead. And there's just these 2 goblins. I guess you're just going to try and charge them down. Onward, Hans. Try and flank round a little bit, put some pressure on them. Radolf, unfortunately, you were not needed to kill the goblin there, so you're probably not going to get a chance to do anything. Valdemar, you're miles away from everyone. Move up. Everyone move up. Kurt, move up. We're just kind of ignoring this goblin in the middle. We assume he's going to die to one of the 2 guys, one of the 2 battle brothers that's on him. Erhard, continue to charge. Jonas, I guess you're just going to have to move up. We could actually unleash Jaws. Well, tell you what, let's move up first. Look, this is like super tactics here, and then we'll unleash Jaws, who will then charge forward. There he goes. Look at that, straight up into melee, pinning down the goblin target. That's how you use Jaws, the war dog. I just hope that he is up to the challenge of standing up to a goblin. Speaking of goblins standing up to challenges, this goblin here, the goblin skirmisher, seems to be withstanding all of the blows that we are raining upon him. First Otto has missed, and now Herman, the Bone Hero, has missed with his first attack. The mighty Bone Hero, the legend that is Herman the Bone Hero. Come on, man. Prove your worth, prove your mettle this day. That is the legendary Winged Mace. Swing it now and crush the goblin skull. Yes! See, that's all you gotta do. You just gotta know how to treat the Battle Brothers right. You know, give them a good, inspiring speech. Oh no, Jaws! Did you see that? Quick. We need to get up there and help out. Jaws is in a bad way. He took... Look at him, he's all covered in blood. I think he may even be poisoned. We really need to get in there and deal with this as quickly as possible. Look, the Battle Brothers, all joking, has gone from them now. We have to get in there. Jaws the War Dog, severely wounded. Who's in a position to act here? Ulfred, you're miles away. You're not going to do anything. Jonas, you might be able to get in range to chuck one of those... One of those things that you've got, one of those war axes. Throw the war axe, make it stick in the goblin. That is your dog that he just stuck with his sickly goblin blade. Make that axe fly! Oh yes! See what I mean? They totally respond to inspiring speeches. Oh, good work, guys, good work. But we have more to do. The goblin still stands, and I fear Jaws will not withstand another attack from him. Torleif has already acted, unfortunately, but Erhard here can indeed close to melee range. Come on, Erhard, it's down to you. Move in there, swing your blade, prove your worth, and slay that goblin ambusher to save Jaws, the war dog. Yes! Ah, the Battle Brothers are responding well today. Good work, guys. Alright, there's one goblin left. This battle is over. As long as Jaws doesn't get crazy and go charging in and engage that last goblin. In fact, he might even get to run away. Oh no, there he goes. Jaws, come back. Come here, boy. You're undeterred by your extreme wounds. That's what we like to see from a war dog. Honestly, it's pretty good. But I kind of hope he doesn't actually manage to catch the goblin. Because if he does, we might be in trouble. They can move a lot faster than I can, those dogs. But I think the goblin is probably about to flee. All of his compatriots have been slaughtered, and goblins are not known for their bravery and their willingness to stand against so many armed men. But they paid the price for their foolish bravery. Oh yes. That's everyone's move done, and the goblin flees. Of course he does, leaving us the victors on the field of battle. 1, 2, 3, 4. We killed 4 of the 5 goblins. Not too bad, as they are wily and hard to pin down. And now one goblin can run off into the hills, into the mountains, lick his wounds, and hopefully never return. Erland Ashmore still has a level up, pending. Look, we need to take that. Jagged pike, various bits of rubbishy goblin equipment, some ammunition, medical supplies, and tools. Good. Leave. Midday. And we have killed 4 goblins on the road, which we shall be paid for. Let's quickly do Erland's level up, which we have forgotten to do. An offense, so let's give him push the advantage, and we'll try and have him hang around near, who was it, Herman. If we can get Erland and Herman to hang out together, that would be good. Push the advantage. There you go. It'd be nice if you could like set your preferred formation of these guys. I don't think you can. But if you can, and you know how, let me know. +3 to weapon skill, we'll totally take that. +3 is worth taking. +4 to fatigue, we'll take that. Absolutely. And I think of the +4 to range skill would be nice to take because it's so high, but I think actually +3 to melee defense is arguably more useful. Not that he should be engaging toe-to-toe all that often, but he will sometimes wind up in that position, and without a shield, the more melee defense he has, the better off he shall be. Good. Erland Ashmore, you're looking fine. Let's continue on to Wolf's Wall and see if we can engage any other bandits along the way. I mean goblins. Or bandits. Bandits preferably over goblins. Goblins are a pain to fight. They're just always running away. During camp, while pulling inventory duty, Hans the creature alerts you to a bit of dire news. A good sum of food has gone bad. Simple and to the point. You nod and thank him for telling you quickly. We've lost some ground grains. Well, we could have used them, but frankly, we got tons of food. We've still got enough for 4 days. It's ample. We have ample supplies in the supply wagon, which we still believe we have. When it doesn't have heads in it, it has supplies in it. Sometimes it has both heads and supplies at the same time, which some people consider a little bit unhygienic, but in the Purple Scythe, we just think it's being efficient. At Wolf's Wall! Wolf's Wall is just where it was said to be. We've been here before. We know where Wolf's Wall is. It's okay. You have the men go for some rest and recuperation whilst you plan out the last leg of your patrol. We move on. We'll stop in Wolf's Wall quickly. We'll just check if anything's changed here. Militia, farmhand, deserter, bastard. I don't think anything has changed. Or maybe the bastard, but probably not. Market. We'd be selling at a loss, which we don't want to do, so we won't do that here. We could sell some wolf pelts, but again, we're going to hold on to those for now. What we'll do is we'll flog off the goblin equipment, which should give us a bit of leeway. 2 days we can last for. Well, it's ample to get back to Seawall. And we've got enough provisions as well. So let's just depart. We return to the south. It's been a quiet patrol. We managed to nail down a few goblins off in the mountains. But that's basically all. That's basically all we're going to get. And then we're going to head on down to Sea Dock. Should we cut across country here just in case there are some bandits hanging out here? It doesn't look like it. I guess this is pretty safe territory. Protected by sort of like mountains as it is, and like major fortifications, major citadels and things knocking about the place. But I suppose the nobles of House Horn like to be on the safe side. Pass the supply wagon and return to Sea Dock. A quiet patrol. On your return, Sir Cuno von Horn stands by a window, drinking wine and seeming to ogle a few women gardening below. Without turning to face you, he asks how many you killed on your journey. Just 4. The nobleman chuckles. You make it seem so easy. Again, without looking, he snaps his fingers. A man appears from the side with a satchel in hand. You take it, and then take your leave. Enough marching for today. We can't actually do anything because it's night time, and Sea Dock will be closed for business right now. Maybe we could visit the tavern if it has one. It does have a tavern. Let's visit the tavern. Well done, men. It wasn't much of an adventure, but, you know, we've got enough money to last for another week, which is fine. We've got a fair number of supplies. Everything is in fine order. The men drink to women and their bosoms because they're that kind of mercenary band, apparently. Herman the Bone Hero gets himself drunk. Hans the Creature is in good spirits. The patrons talk about this and that. Heard some fancy fat merchant or so from White Black is looking to hire armed guards the other day. Well, I ain't going to die for him, no thanks. I have my house and wife right here. Yes, that is a tale we have heard before, and no doubt we shall hear it again. But what about this contract? Work for Sea Dock. Could be interesting. You come across a man leaning against a porch post. He hails you down. Randolph the Treasurer. Randolph the Treasurer? Have we worked for Randolph the Treasurer before? I think we might have done. Isn't he the guy that got really angry with us because we were going to... Oh, no, that's right. We were going to take the contract to do a delivery down south somewhere, and then we tried to negotiate with him, and he got very angry when we asked for too much money. The stranger nods. Yes, that's him. He's over there in the large building a little ways along the road. I hope you do good, mercenary. The people of Sea Dock are wary of your sort, but that don't mean their hearts can't be won over. Well, I'm all ears. There he is! It is Radolf the Treasurer! Radolf the Treasurer, with his blood-stained apron, looking like the grim fellow we know him to be. Radolf the Treasurer angrily shakes his head. It's me again! I'm angry! I've always been angry. I was angry before and I'm angry again. Bandits have been tearing up these parts for too long. I sent a lad, Wolf's son, to go find them. And you know what? Only his head came back. Of course, the idiot bandits sent one of their own to deliver it. We captured and interrogated him. So now we know where they're at. The man leans back, peddling his thumbs over one another in thought. Twiddling his thumbs, as the case may be. I do not have the men, but I do have the crowns. What say I slip some your way, and you slip a sword theirs? You know what? That sounds like the sort of job that we can do. But let's talk money, Randolph. We've had a bad history when it comes to negotiations, so let's try and do better today, shall we? That's a good start. Randolph the Treasurer opens the palms of his hands. I'm tight on crowns, so before you ask, this is all I have right now. You're to receive 1,020 crowns when the contract is done. Well, I mean, Randolph, oh buddy, we can't just accept your first offer. That's not the way the Purple Scythe work, especially with the history that we've got. So, I think you can do a little bit better on completion. Would you take this instead? 1,090 crowns. Isn't that exactly the same? Have you had like 10 crowns or something? I think you can do a little bit better than that, can't you? No way! Randolph the Treasurer shouts, bursting with anger. You're to receive 1,090 crowns when the contract is done. All right, Randolph. Just calm down. I feel bad that, we always make you angry. You are clearly an angry man, and we don't want you to turn red again like you did last time. So you know what? I'm going to accept your offer. 1,090 crowns for killing a few bandits. Should be a fairly easy job, and I think we can do business. I accept your offer. The contract you negotiated is as follows. Do you agree to the terms? Drive off bandits at 30 axes encampment. Get 1,090 crowns on completion. I accept the contract. 30 axes. Hopefully there won't be 30 axes. I mean, we went to the 1,000 spears, and there was nowhere like 1,000 spears there, so I'm reasonably confident that there won't be 30 axes there. Maybe 6, maybe 10. I don't imagine it'll be many more than that. So that's all fine and good. 7 days of pay. We don't really need any kind of equipment, which is good. I think Bone Hero is drunk. Is it Bone Hero who's drunk? He is drunk. Yeah, minus 20 to melee skill. So he's not going to be much cop, unfortunately, on this mission. But, never mind. There's 30 axes encampment. Let's make our way there, man. Into the north. We'll take a leisurely pace, I think. Maybe we can wait for Bone Hero to recover from being drunk. I mean, Radolf didn't put any particular time pressure on us, did he? So I think we'll be fine. We'll be fine too. Is he still drunk? Bone Hero? He is still kind of drunk, yeah. Shall we... We're just gone straight in. I was contemplating making camp, but unfortunately the boys were not listening. They were just chatting amongst themselves. And we blundered straight into the middle of the camp. So we have to engage them, but our scouts have reported that there are some bandit thugs and some bandit marksmen. Engage. Alright, how many have we got? 10 of them versus 11 of us. What's their equipment looking like? It looks like bludgeons, short swords, a couple of short bows. Nothing that we can't handle. And look at their armor. It's pathetic. These guys are going to be falling like flies. Torleaf, make the first kill of the day. Who have you got the best chance on? 38% chance? Sure. Aim at the wings. Make them cluster. It's one shot, and again. Oh, yes! First kill of the day. They try and retaliate with their archers, plinking away at us, but it is to no avail. Are you going to hit even one person with your archers? I mean, you call yourself bandit marksman. Marksman is not the word that I would use, I'm afraid. Maybe bandit arrow firing people inaccurately, perhaps? Look, Valdemar, show him how it's done. No, I said Valdemar, show him how it's done. There we go! That's more like it. That's what we like to see. Ulfra, can you take out their archer? 54% chance, go on. Stick him, yes! Oh, I feel like such a badass right now. The Purple Scythe have just come so far. They've come so far, and they've become such mighty warriors. We're just gonna charge. We're not even gonna like hold back. We're just gonna go straight for the jugular. Look, they're going into shield wall. That is not gonna help you. Going into shield wall is not the solution. Jonas, I think you're gonna come around the top here. I'm gonna try and engage those archers. Herman, the drunkard, you can go with them as kind of just a shield wall, if nothing else. Look, they're just standing there in fear. They don't know what to do. What's going on? Where have these people even come from? Why were they not positioned on this hill from the outset? That would have been a much better defensive position for them. But I guess bandits, well, they're not that smart. Can you hit anyone, Torleaf? 38% chance? Sure. You know what? 38% chance is perfectly acceptable. Down goes another one. Oh, Torleaf. You're just making it look too easy, man. You're making it look too easy. I think we can take this as a testament to the effectiveness and efficiency of child labor. I mean, clearly that's the lesson to be learned here, that when you put the kids to work, they do a cracking job. They keep everything well maintained and in tip-top condition. Not that, child labor is something that probably should be encouraged, but maybe in a post-apocalyptic future. The away party is returning, look at that. Jonas and Laura on their way back in to bring back all of their lovely loots. We'll see what we can craft with that. We got some leather. I don't think we've got enough to build a satchel just yet, unfortunately.